So you're thinking of moving to Fort Worth, Texas. In this video, we're going to show you around Granbury, Texas, which is a small town 35 to 40 minutes southwest of Fort Worth and voted as the best historic small town in America. After we take you around the historic square here, we're going to take you through some neighborhoods and show you some different price points and some different homes so you can see what might fit your budget. If you stick around till the end, we will walk you just a few blocks over to Granbury City Beach, which is a public sandy beach, and it's also the site of a very frigid January event that helps to kick off the winter tourism season here in Granbury. You don't want to miss that, so let's get started. If this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything about living in Fort Worth, subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to learn about the current market in Fort Worth. My name is Wendy Mema with Relocating to Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm a local realtor. We get calls and emails every day from people just like you looking to make their move to Fort Worth, and we absolutely love it. Whether you're moving in 6 days, 60 days, or 6 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All that contact information is down below in the description so we can help you make a smooth move to Fort Worth. As I mentioned, we are in Granbury, Texas, and Granbury serves as the county seat for Hood County. And I'm standing in front of the Hood County Courthouse here in Granbury. It was completed in 1891. It was built of natural limestone and topped with a gray domed roof. It's interesting to note that the clock was not included in the original cost of the building. The general population thought that was an extravagant expense. The clock is still accurate today, and like in 1891, it still has to be hand wound every 8 days. Granbury has many nicknames and titles, and one of which is Where Texas History Lives. Granbury is the end of the line for the Fort Worth and Rio Grande railroads, so many of the West's most infamous characters ended up here. Outlaws such as Bonnie and Clyde, Jesse James, and even John Wilkes Booth found their way to Granbury. Behind me on the corner where the filling station restaurant is where Bonnie and Clyde bought some sandwiches and coffee. Although they were recognized by the local sheriff, he had no intention of confronting them alone, knowing that Bonnie and Clyde had recently killed a lawman. He just let them quietly leave town, and 2 hours later they robbed a bank near Hyco. Here at the corner of Houston and Bridge Street is where Jesse James reportedly had his heart broken, and he responded by shooting and killing his unrequited love. Across the street over here is where Jesse James had accounts at the local bank, and he is buried in the local cemetery here in Granbury. The Square Cafe, formerly the A.P. Gordon Hotel, is where John Wilkes Booth reportedly hid out after shooting President Abraham Lincoln. He used the name John St. Helen. He stayed in Granbury for 18 months, and he poured drinks at the saloon and performed at the Granbury Opera House. Later, on his deathbed, he confessed to shooting Abraham Lincoln and told authorities where he'd hidden the gun. Sure enough, wrapped in a newspaper article about the Lincoln assassination, they found the gun underneath the floorboards in room number 2 of the A.P. Gordon Hotel, exactly where he said it was. In 1974, Granbury's Old Town Square became the first in Texas to be listed in the National Registry for Historic Places, because it was a perfect example of Texas Courthouse Square. And that leads us to another one of Granbury's titles. Granbury has won USA Today's Reader's Choice Award for Best Historic Small Town in America 3 years in a row. Granbury's historic square has a mix of museums and historic sites. Granbury's historic downtown boasts 16 historical markers. Today, Granbury is filled with restored Victorian commercial structures that house fine shops and boutiques, antiques and art galleries, entertainment venues, and delicious restaurants. Granbury's newest title, recognized by our current Texas governor, is the official celebration capital of Texas. This is in recognition of the wide array of special events and celebrations that greatly add to the city's distinctive charm and sense of community that both residents and visitors enjoy. Celebrations is what Granbury is all about, whether that be family reunions, weddings, conventions, girlfriend weekends, or romantic getaways. Over 40 events are held annually in Granbury with over 75,000 attendees. The top events are the 4th of July celebration, the Wine Walk, the Harvest Moon Festival, the Lone Star Street Rod Association, the Hood County Stampede and Rodeo, the Spartan and Tough Mudder Competition, Lake Fest, Founders Day, Bills on the Beach, the Jazz Fest, and the Goosebump Jump, and many others. According to niche.com, Granbury has a population of 10,453 people. Its median home value is just under $226,000. It has a dense suburban feel, and 55% of people own their own homes. The median household income is just under $53,000, which is less than many neighboring cities, and part of that has to do with 30% of the residents are age 65 or above. If you include the group of 55 to 64-year-olds, that percentage goes up to 43% of residents are age 55 or above. So Granbury does have a large percentage of residents who are either retired or are near retirement age. Granbury has many entertainment options. 3 of the most notable are the Brazos Drive-In, Granbury Live, which you see behind me, and the Granbury Opera House. The Brazos Drive-In is just 1 mile from the historic Granbury Square. It was opened in 1952 as a family-operated lot, and it is the longest continuously running drive-in in Texas. Granbury Live Venue bills itself as the most intimate music venue in Texas, with only 270 seats. About 20 years ago, the husband of one of my college friends gave some amazing shows with his Elvis impersonations. Although he is no longer performing Elvis at the Granbury Live Theater, you still have plenty of great concerts that can entertain you, where you can get up close and personal with the best local, regional, and national acts. Finally, the crown jewel of Granbury's art scene is the restored 1886 Granbury Opera House, where you can catch uplifting Broadway-style musicals. The intimate seating arrangement guarantees that you have the best seat in the house regardless of where you're seated. People travel from all over the Dallas-Fort Worth area in order to catch a show from the Granbury Theater Company. Another great thing to experience here in Granbury is the Granbury Foodie Trail, which lets you eat where the locals eat. The top 12 dishes were chosen from nearly 500 votes to give foodies and diners a chance to experience cuisine special to the locals. One of those winners was this restaurant behind me, Farina's Winery and Cafe, which won for its spaghetti and meatball pizza. Farina's has another claim to fame, which is its bar was used as a setting in the Taylor Sheridan's 1883, which is a prequel to Paramount TV's acclaimed drama Yellowstone. The scene featured Sam Elliot, Tim McGraw, and Faith Hill. The history of the bar itself is that it came from a small bar in Chicago where Al Capone and his gang used to hang out. One thing we have not mentioned yet is Lake Granbury itself, which is one of the best things about living in Granbury. So we'll save that for the end. For now, let's go check out some neighborhoods. All right, here we are in our first neighborhood tour in Granbury. This neighborhood is situated in the Fort Worth side of Granbury, just off of 377, which is the main highway through Granbury. This subdivision was built in several phases. The first one was started in 2003, and they're currently building in the 6th phase, and so you'll find new construction or recently completed homes over there. The square footage of homes in this neighborhood is between 1,200 to 2,300 square feet. From this neighborhood, you have quick access to several golf courses, the Brazos River, Lake Granbury, and all the shopping, dining, and entertainment that you can find on the Granbury Square. This is a great neighborhood for retirees all the way down to young couples with small children. This neighborhood is an excellent value, and it's convenient to all the attractions in Granbury and to H-E-B grocery store. This house we're going to come up on in a minute. I'll go ahead and I'm going to cross the street and tell you a little more about that. Alright, here we are across from this house, this red brick house here. It was built in phase 2 of this subdivision in 2007. It's listed for $276,500. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. It has 1,255 square feet, and it's listed for $220 per square foot. It has an open floor plan, and it has updated flooring throughout, which is ceramic wood-like tile and also luxury vinyl plank flooring. It has a breakfast bar and dining off the kitchen. It also offers a split bedroom feature and an oversized patio. So let's go now and drive around the neighborhood so you can see what it looks like. Okay, here we are in our second neighborhood in our tour of Granbury. We're actually going to show you 2 homes in this neighborhood. We're on the eastern shore of Lake Granbury, and this neighborhood has amazing natural beauty featuring many mature live oak trees. One thing you might notice about this neighborhood that's different from others is that there's very few homes with fences, and the fences that are here, they're kind of an open style of fencing with wrought iron fences or just wooden rail fencing, and that kind of contributes to the open, natural feel of the neighborhood. Some of these homes are actually lakefront properties, but even if you don't have a lakefront home, every home in this neighborhood comes with a deeded boat slip down at the neighborhood marina, so that every residence has the opportunity to store their boat or jet ski, and they can get out on the water whenever they want. So that's a really wonderful thing. Other amenities down by the marina include a private park right on the water with a playground, sand volleyball court, a large green space that you can just kind of play around in, and several picnic tables. It has wonderful, gorgeous views, and it's a great place for family gatherings. The homes in this neighborhood were built in 1997 up to about 2007. There's a few more that were built after that, but that's when most of them were built. They range in size from 2,100 square feet to 6,500 square feet for the largest one. The price range is about $500,000 to $1.7 million. All of the lots are at least 1 acre, most of them being between 1 and 1.5 acres. There are a couple that have larger lots, at about 3 acres. So we're going to come up at this house in a minute. I'll go across the street and show you what's available in this neighborhood. All right, this house is on the market for $530,000. It's a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 2 dining room house. It's just over 2,400 square feet. It was built in 1997 and it's on the market for $217 per square foot. It's on 1 acre of land. It has multiple updates throughout the house. They have new luxury vinyl flooring, updated lighting. They have a stained deck, brushed nickel fixtures, quartz countertops in the kitchen and the bathroom. The primary suite has a separate spa soaking tub, has a split bedroom floor plan, and the 4th bedroom over the garage can be used as a game or craft room. Now we have one more house in this neighborhood we want to show you before we go on our neighborhood drive-through. This house that we're coming up on right now is listed for $1,223,000. It is almost 4,100 square feet. It has 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths and 2 half baths, 2 living rooms and 2 dining rooms. It was built in 2003 and is on 1 acre of land, and it's listed for $299 per square foot. This house is amazing both inside and out, with a backyard entertainment space that most people only dream of. Inside it has copper sinks, granite countertops, kitchen island with skylight above to offer more natural light, and a huge game room or theater room. The primary bathroom has a jetted tub and private outdoor access. The outdoor features include a spectacular pool with slide and waterfall, and an attached spa, as well as a kiddie pool and fountain. It has a fully decked outside pool house. Also has a playground, tennis courts with basketball courts, and batting cages. And don't forget about the deeded boat slip that every house has out here. All right, here we are in our 3rd neighborhood in our tour of Granbury. This is one of the first master planned communities in the area, and it's located in the heart of Granbury. It's a highly sought after area. It's known for its prime location, magnificent views of the lake, and a welcoming feeling. The waterfront and canal houses give residents direct access to the lake and all it has to offer, such as boating, kayaking, paddleboarding, jet skiing right from their own dock, or they can just sit on their back porch or patio and enjoy the lake views. The community does have boat ramps and storage as well. We are also next to one of Granbury's premier country clubs. If you are a golfer and you have a slice or a hook, you better cure that right away, because a lot of the holes run right alongside the Brazos River, so that's going to be a persistent and serious water hazard that you're going to have to deal with. These houses are very close to all the shopping, dining, and entertainment options on the Granbury Square. The houses in this neighborhood range from 1,700 to 4,000 square feet. They were built in 1987 to 2005. The houses range in price from $650,000 to $1.2 million. They're built in the classic style, and most of them have been fully updated with the latest appliances, spacious rooms, hardwood floors, and beautiful primary suites. This house is listed on the market for $850,000. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-dining room house. It was built in 1988. It's 2,350 square feet. It's on the market for $362 per square foot. And as you can see, it is a lakefront property, as almost all of them are in this neighborhood. It has an open concept where it's been recently painted and has several upgrades. Upon entering the foyer, you have a beautiful view of the spa and pool, and beyond that you can see the private boat deck with its boat lift. When you go back inside, you can see the kitchen with updated cabinets with lots of storage and an island. It has a secluded primary suite, and also on the front of the house it has a great office with lots of built-ins and a second wood-burning fireplace. And you can see here how it's along this canal, so you have easy access out to the Brazos River and Lake Granbury. As promised, here we are at Granbury City Beach Park. This is Granbury's own sandy beach, which is perfect for swimming and picnicking. The long-awaited damming of the Brazos River in 1969 created the 30-mile-long Lake Granbury, and that had a huge impact on growth and the economy of Hood County. And today, residents and visitors alike enjoy Lake Granbury's recreational facilities. This park includes public restrooms, a spray park, stand-up paddleboarding, volleyball, and bicycle concierge where you can rent those items. It has kayak rentals in the summer and picnic pavilions, as you can see over here, on a first come, first served basis. This is also a great way to access Granbury's boardwalk, and it's within an easy walking distance to the historic downtown square. They also have a life jacket loaner station, which is a permanently unmanned station stocked with free life jackets so that anyone visiting this beach can borrow life jackets while they're here to use. Also in January, this city beach hosts the Goosebump Jump event, which helps kick off the winter guest tourism season by brave souls jumping into the frigid waters of Lake Granbury. And the charity that has the most registered jumpers will earn a cash prize. And the event ends with warm festivities at the Hilton Garden Inn, which includes hot tubbing and coffee, cocoa, and cookies. Last year at jump time, the temperature was 30 degrees and the wind was over 20 miles per hour. So you're not going to find me jumping in that. Lake Granbury, which you can see some of right here, is approximately 8,700 acres. It provides excellent fishing for bass, especially striped bass, as well as white bass and largemouth bass. It has crappie and catfish are often caught also. Boating is also a popular pastime in Lake Granbury, with boats ranging from small sailboats to large cruisers, but be careful to pay attention for partially submerged logs, which are often seen in the lake. Residents also enjoy wakeboarding, jet skiing, tubing, water skiing, and more. There are many boat ramps for launching your watercraft into Lake Granbury. The city of Granbury maintains a public boat ramp, just north of Highway 377 bridge. If you prefer someone else to captain, then you can buy a seat on Captain Kirk's Tiki cruise, which docks at the Mesquite Pit Barbecue. That's just over here a little bit. It lasts for an hour and a half, and the boat can host up to 20 passengers, in addition to the captain and crew who serve the food. So remember, whether you're moving in 6 days, 60 days, or 6 months, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All that contact information is down below in the description. Also comment about what was your favorite part of this video. And until next time, well, we hope to show you around town.